Hey everybody, Star6Wars1 here, and welcome to one of the projects I've talked about in my epilogue to Anime Movie Month, Persona 3 versus 11 Eyes. Now, for this one I'm not gonna get into any of the versus things, but talk more so directly as to what this is. First up, what is 11 Eyes? 11 Eyes originally started as an adult visual novel, or as Giga likes to put it. Yeah, you can look up what he likes to put it as. In other words, I don't want to talk about that. Otherwise, that's how it started, but it became an anime and also has a manga to it. The anime is not a well-known one. In fact, I'm going to say this right out. 11 Eyes is not a well-known series, period. I don't think it's got a very loyal fan base, but it's one that's not well known. They're small, but they are loyal. I'm no exception. I did put it in my top 10 anime, so there's definitely that. As for that, I will say right now that it's definitely flawed. Don't get me wrong. But I really like 11 Eyes. But now we're going to get into another one. Persona 3 started out as a video game. An M-rated PS2 video game. Released back in 2006, apparently. God, has it already been that long? I actually didn't play the game till last year. And even then, I've not technically completed the game, but I've done a crud ton of research about it, so I know a great deal about it, including the fact that there is a manga for it. There's currently being released an anime movie series, and I think there are other things too, like there was a sequel, Persona 4. Persona 3, truthfully, was part of a larger series of the Persona series, and it's the third installment. Now, Persona 3, though, is the most well-known. Unlike 11 Eyes, this game is not only well-known, but it's popular. It's well-known, and it's still got a loyal fan base from what I've seen. Yeah, there's a few things I think the fans will probably make fun of, but honestly, this one's got a pretty loyal fan base too, and it is one of my favorite video games ever. So, there's that. We have 11 Eyes, the unpopular, but I think it was actually pretty good anime, and Persona 3, the big game that a good majority of people know, but I noticed that the people that watch me don't really know what Persona 3 is. And it's a shame, but it's understandable. It was a PS2 game after all. Next up we go into what is these videos going to be about. Well, one, I'm looking at the fact that these are similarities. Now, I'm going to point this out right now. Several parts of both series have alarmingly similar aspects to them. Some characters are alarmingly similar, and some of the settings even are similar. Hell, even some of the bits of the story are similar. Yeah, there are differences in there, sure, and sometimes major differences, but this is where we're kind of going to go with the it's kind of different, kind of not. One thing I will admit, though, is that this will be a very long series because I'm going to be talking in depth. I will be giving away spoiler after spoiler. And there's a very good chance I'll be giving the ending away of both 11 Eyes and Persona 3. But to talk about them into depth like this, I kind of have to. But we won't get too much into everything about it yet, because that's not the purpose of this one. This is the purpose of introducing this. I will also judge which one is better. Both of them have their strengths and both of them have their weaknesses. And we'll be going more into depth with that as time goes on. I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you will enjoy it too. and I will see you next time for the first installment of it, The Setting. See you guys then.